everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Toyin. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. So this is my first ever YouTube video. I never actually thought I would ever do YouTube because I'm actually quite a shy person, but hey, I'm here now and there's a first time for everything. So on the 9th of June, I was diagnosed with grade 3 triple negative breast cancer. And just a quick disclaimer, grade 3 is different to stage 3. So I don't have stage 3 breast cancer, I have grade 3, which just means it's a fast growing cancer. So that's all it is. And so I thought it would be a good idea to actually document my experience, document my journey, not just for myself, but also, you know, to keep my friends and family updated. I'm not that great with my phone, so I thought this would be like an easier tool to just keep everybody updated and maybe just educate a few people as I'm educating myself along this journey as well. And so I think something just to uplift me. I look forward to sharing my story with you guys and just seeing how everything happens and changes. So on the 16th of May, I was indoors and I was just chilling, sitting down, and I had my hand on my breast and I felt like an abnormal lump. It just felt really, I hadn't felt it before, so you know, it's obviously abnormal. And so I went to my twin sister just to like confirm that it wasn't in my head and just to double check that there was something there. And so I booked an appointment with my GP the following day, and so basically saw a practitioner, and all she basically did was like the usual checks. So she checked my armpits, checked both breasts just to make sure I didn't have any other lumps there. That was it. Pretty much discussed the possibilities of what the lump could be, and she did actually mention it could be a fibroid, it could be a cyst, or something called a benign that's quite common in young females my age. So there was no like possibility of cancer. She didn't even mention the word cancer, and I didn't even think of cancer either. And so what she did anyway, because it is a lump, you do have to get it checked out, and so she referred me to the breast clinic. And so I went to the breast clinic about 2 weeks later and met with an oncologist. And so this oncologist basically repeated the same routine that the practitioner had done. So check both breasts again, check my armpits, and confirm that okay, there's only one lump. And so we kind of just spoke through the options of what this lump could be again. And so, you know, got like basic details, my name, my age, and if I had a history of breast cancer, which I don't. So just to get that out of the way. And so the oncologist actually referred me to get a biopsy done, and a biopsy is just basically just place a needle in the area of where the lump is situated, and you know, take a sample to get that tested back at the lab, just so they can actually find out what the lump is. And so got that done and went back to meet with the oncologist, who just confirmed okay what the next steps were in terms of like results. So they would call me back 2 weeks later just to discuss my results, and she actually said I'd call you back just to confirm it's like a fibroid or cyst, so you have nothing to worry about. You're young, so I'm sure it's fine. And yeah, that was it. So I forgot to mention, when I had my biopsy done, the lady that actually did the biopsy, I don't know what you call them, she measured the lump and it came back as 4 centimeters, which was I think about the size of a strawberry, around that size anyway. And so when I went back to like do my MRI scan, CT scan and so forth, it actually came back as 3.6 centimeters, meaning it had reduced in size for something that's fast growing. So that was pretty good. That was good news. So about a week later, I received a letter through the post just asking me to come in to discuss the results. And at this point, there were no alarm bells like going off, because I actually thought that was routine. I thought when you go for tests, they usually send you a letter. I wouldn't expect anyone to call you, say, okay, the results for your blood tests have come through and blah, 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 blah. I thought the, you know, proper way is via letter. So I go put some makeup on, get ready, because I meant to be meeting a friend that day. And then I go to the hospital and not expecting to hear this news, obviously. And so I go in to meet the same oncologist that I met 2 weeks prior, and she basically sits me down and kind of beats around the bush, really. So when she mentioned triple negative breast cancer, I was definitely shocked. I didn't expect it, but I think it's something I accepted quite immediately, only because I didn't feel any fear. I wasn't scared, I didn't feel worried. I actually know that I'm going to be okay. So I think I was more worried about telling like my sister, my brother, my mum, because I've got a twin sister that panics and cries all the time, so I knew she was going to be absolutely devastated. I knew my brother was going to be gutted, and I knew my mum was going to be pretty upset. So I think I was more worried about letting my family know. So yeah, I think I handled it pretty well actually. So in terms of my reaction, I think I was definitely shocked, but I wasn't worried, I wasn't scared. I mean, I know I'm going to be okay. I just feel like it's just another thing that I have to go through, and to an extent, you kind of need to understand the concept of life. This is what life is, this is how life works. It's never always going to be rosy. It's just another journey, just another hurdle that I need to just get through, and there's always someone that's worse off. I'm actually grateful that I have breast cancer and I don't have anything else that's worse, like lung cancer or blood cancer, or, you know, there's always someone that's in a worse predicament than you are. So after I found out, I got some routine blood tests done because they had already spoke to me about chemotherapy and treatment options and so forth. Every single day after that, I had an appointment every day. So the first appointment I had was an MRI scan, and that was just to check that the cancer hadn't spread to my pelvis, my blood and my abdomen, and that came back clear. And then I had a CT scan done, which was to check that the cancer hadn't spread to my blood, and that came back clear. And then I had a bone scan, and to be honest, I haven't had my results for that yet, but no news is good news, and I'm sure, I'm very confident that that's clear as well, because I'm sure if something had come back, they would have definitely let me know by then. And then I had to get a kidney test just to check how much chemo they need to give me, how much drug they need to put in that, just to make sure that my body could actually handle that. So in terms of all the tests, that was what I had to do, and everything came back clear. So in terms of treatment, I will be actually doing chemo first, only because the lump is quite big, and so chemo is used to shrink the lump, and then I can go into having surgery and then radiotherapy. So in terms of chemo, I will be doing 2 types of chemo. One I'll be doing every week, and then one I'll be doing every 3 weeks. So I can't actually pronounce the name of them, so I will put them somewhere there. And yeah, but before I actually start chemo, I'm currently in the process of freezing my eggs. And so actually what I'll do is I'll do another video talking about this process and how my eggs get frozen. Thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it helps to raise awareness about breast cancer in young ladies like myself. I will be documenting this experience and keeping you all posted in terms of literally every single thing that I'm going through. I'll try my best to be open and transparent with you guys. Yeah, I think one major piece of advice I would like to give you is please make sure you check your breast, ladies and men. Check everything. Definitely check your breast. If it's something that you don't know how to do, go to your GP and they can do this for you. You're not too old or you're not too young to get breast cancer, so do not think that it can't happen to you, but definitely try and take the best precautions. So until next time guys, like this, share this and subscribe. Bye. Say subscribe.
Bye.
Say share.
Bye.
Share.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Bye.
Subscribe.
Bye.
And like.
Yay.
And like.
Yay.
Yeah.